Hello and welcome everyone to Chromatic Counsel. I want to welcome everyone to the show. I am your host, Carrie Heaps, and I have a great guest here with me today, Michelle Gilbert. She is an attorney in the Tampa area. And I wanted to just point out my one color that I like to reference for each of our episodes, and this one is gray. Gray is an excellent color for all of you to utilize for your suit colors. It does project, a willingness to help and strong character. It is wonderful for mediations, depositions, court, any kind of legal scenario you find yourself in. So definitely make sure you're wearing your version of gray. But I want to take a moment and welcome my guest here, Michelle Gilbert. Michelle, welcome.
Uh, Thank you, Carrie. Nice to be here. And I do like
Absolutely.
to talk about color also.
Wonderful. Well, I'm excited to have you on the show. I know we've talked briefly before because you are part of the solopreneur part of the Florida Bar, correct?
Right. The solo and small firm section.
Mhm.
Yes, I'm actually the treasurer, and I'm also chair of the publications committee. So any authors, come see me.
Wonderful. Yeah, keep that in mind. And I'm also going to have a link in the show notes below so everybody can check out Michelle's website, learn a little bit more about her. But if you wouldn't mind taking a moment and just tell everybody a little bit about you and your law practice.
Yes, well, I'm managing partner of Gilbert Garcia Group. We are in Tampa, but we do a statewide practice to some degree in the real estate area. We do anything and everything real estate, transactional litigation, courtroom. We also handle probate, guardianship, estate planning, and then just general civil work, general civil litigation. So we're a boutique law firm, 7 attorneys, a staff of about 15 plus, and we just pride ourselves on high touch, high technology, boutique type of law firm.
Wonderful. And I know you were going to share a couple of things today. So I know one of them was kind of your favorite color and go-to outfit that you like to reach for when you are needing to feel your strongest.
Yes, I'd have to say my favorite color, and it's maybe a little stereotypical for women, but it's a tone, a color that looks good on me is pink, and usually a little bit of a bright pink. I'm fair. My skin is a little fairer, and in a pink, either in a top, and as an attorney, when I've been practicing 30 plus years. So at the beginning of my practicing years, I wore a lot of suits. But getting older, what I will do more of is wear dresses, wear a more tailored dress with a tailored jacket. I tend to like that look a little more than suits. I do still have the suits, but I tend towards dresses with a tailored jacket. So I'll try to wear some. I do have a couple of pink dresses, bright pink dresses, and I'll wear a black or a gray. I do have a nice gray jacket and or a navy jacket with pumps. So pink is kind of my my go-to color. If I do find another color, a nice color like a green might also pop a little. So it's just with my skin tone, it tends to look a little better and kind of, you know, I get noticed.
Yeah. Well, one thing I love about pink, and I'm so glad that you shared this, is that, pink is obviously like even when I teach my color of persuasion class for attorneys, one thing that I talk about with pink is that it is a great color. It's a problem solving, get everybody to calm down, very soothing color. And I think at the end of the day, really what you do, you're a problem solver. I think all attorneys are. At the end of the day, everybody just wants a resolution. Let's come to a resolution and let's all go home. And not everybody's always going to be happy, but that's the end game. And I do think that pink is a great color to utilize for that. So I'm glad that you brought that up about pink. Um, I know we talked about too, you had a couple of tips you wanted to share for maybe some of the newer attorneys or the attorneys that are now just getting out of law school. Maybe they passed the bar, they have their very first job in a firm, whether it's big or small. What dressing tips would you offer to them, whether that's for a courtroom setting or just maybe being in the office? What would you suggest to them?
I would recommend to always be polished, just to however you dress. And I think this is anywhere, uh, even outside of the office, is to be polished, just to be put together in some manner. I mean, color coordinating, neat, no tears. I am not a big t-shirt person,
Mhm,
so you won't see me wearing anywhere in life a lot of t-shirts. I will wear even a nicer type of casual shirt, even if I'm out working out. That's just me, my preference, and consistently people do tell me you always look put together,
mhm,
and so that would be my advice is to figure out how you can always look put together because people do notice that.
mhm,
Now you can see I have makeup on and lipstick. I am a makeup person. I will wear, some makeup. I don't think you need to wear a lot, but I think something just to look again, the polished, kind of that polished look, whatever works for you. But I some coordination, something that matches, something a little thought, to your wardrobe pays off.
mhm,
And I guess if you're a person that doesn't mean anything to you and that's unimportant to you, it's hard to kind of maybe get motivated, but just make it basic. Maybe just come up with some basic outfits that you can wear and repeat. If it's a pair of black slacks or black skirt or just a simple shift dress that you can just have that polished look put together
mhm.
and use that repeatedly. Um, those classic basics, it really will pay off. I mean, people will remember you years later that he or she was always polished, always put together.
Mhm.
And of course, if you're prepared, also that goes far. It's just the total package.
Absolutely. I think dressing well and utilizing color, they're tools, just like body language is a tool and you still have to prepare a good case and present what you need to present for your client and like you said, it's the whole package. You got to do everything in conjunction. So I love those tips though. And I love that you also shared about wearing a dress. I would love to see more women because I'm a dress wearer. I love to wear a dress. I don't have one on today, but normally I love to wear dresses. And I think even though maybe some people think they're too feminine, like, oh, I need to make a power play. I got to wear a suit. And I'm like, you can still do that if you wear a dress, that's okay. So I love that you shared that.
Agree. I'm a big dress person. I mean, I wear both,
Hmm.
but I definitely do like dresses a lot. I think you can do a lot with dresses and, even tunics and leggings. I mean, I'll do that look too. So, yes, I think, I don't think we need to be, you know, we don't need to be men, right? We can
Hmm.
be
Right.
women and be as uh, as competent and competitive. So
Absolutely.
that's yeah.
Yes.
So
Well, anything that you'd like to share with everybody in closing? Anything new about your firm or even about the solo section of the Florida Bar? I know you're always looking for, people who write articles. Definitely, if you're tuning in, please make sure that you reach out to Michelle with an article that could be of interest and useful, I think, to the solopreneur section of the Florida Bar. But anything else you'd like to share?
well, what we're trying to always be very cutting edge with technology in our firm. And that's kind of my job to bring that into the firm because I'm the managing partner. I do handle some client cases, but pretty much I'm trying to help get the work in and help us work as efficiently as possible. So I'm really investigating the use of artificial intelligence in the practice area because that's such a big up and coming you know thing in
Mhm.
technology and in our practice areas. So I'm looking to see. what's coming up on the horizon and how we can incorporate that. And then the solo and small firm section, it is just such a unique section of the Florida bar because it encompasses all different practice areas. So you could be a part of reptile or business, the business section, but be a solo and small firm. And in the solo and small firm section, you have a home with all different other practices. So it's a great collaborative section,
Mhm.
and it's a great networking section. So I really enjoy it. I think it's a good fit. I'm in other sections too, uh, connected with my practice areas, but the solo and small firm section is a very unique cross reference, cross roads of all the other sections. So I would highly recommend joining.
Absolutely. And we'll put a link down below as well, underneath there just for the article submissions. People can check it out. If you're not a member and you need to be, definitely look into that. I think it's a great organization. A great part of the Florida Bar, I should say. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Michelle, thank you so much for your time today. We appreciate you being here and just sharing a couple of tips with everyone.
Thank you, Carrie, very much, and best wishes. Hope to
Thank
see you
you.
again soon.
Thank you. And I do want to let everyone know as well, if you are interested in joining us for our Color of Persuasion class, it is free for attorneys to attend. I host this every Friday at noon. So just click on the link in the show notes below to register, and we'll send you the Zoom link, and you can join us and learn a lot more about utilizing color in your wardrobe to use it as a tool, effectively for whatever situation you may find yourself in. And if you're interested in being a guest on Chromatic Counsel, there is a link down below as well. You can fill that out. I'd love to have you as a guest on the show as well. So, as always, dress how you want to be addressed, and we will see you next time.